Another guy that often gets brought up, I don't think there's really any specific reports related to it, but he's been kind of thrown around for since the beginning of the season, really. Mo Bamba in Orlando, just even though he signed a 2-year deal or whatever in the offseason, for whatever reason, um, he's kind of just there, and people are positing that the Kings could trade for him and that he would be a good option. Before I ask you about it, I want to say that I do not think that would be a good move. I just don't. I don't really like Mo Bamba. I think whenever you read things about him from being a young player to even now, he's not regarded as like a high energy or high motor guy. He's not regarded as a necessarily smart or high instincts player. And I just think, I don't know. I mean, like if you're talking about a situation where if you're desperate, there's no doubt that he would be better than the other three guys on the roster, 3 or 4 guys on the roster for the Kings. But I don't know. I just don't really. I feel like he's my least favorite of the options. You know what I mean? What do you think about Mo?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Mo Bamba, I think he still just has a lot of that promise. Like when he got drafted, it's like, man, this guy is what, like 7'1", 7'2", huge wingspan, just like an athletic freak. And he never really panned out. This is his fifth season in the league now. And I mean, in his 4th year last year was his best year at 10 points and 8 rebounds a game, which, it's not crazy for a lottery pick like himself. But he's on a $10 million contract. So again, it'd be kind of like a tough trade. You'd have to find some pieces. And he's probably worth a little more than Noel at this point too, which might make him hard to trade for, considering he's also shooting
Right.
close to 39% from 3, which is for a big man exceptional. But I mean, I think he'd be good. He can block shots as well. He can be a presence down low, which the Kings need, while also being decent on offense. Right? He can play both sides of the floor well, at least for this offense and defense. But like you said, it's more than that. If he is a low energy guy, Mike Brown, he's all about culture, higher energy guys, guys who are coachable. So if Bamba doesn't fit that mold, then, and it seems like McNair and Mike Brown are kind of on the same wavelength too, then it doesn't seem like Bamba will get touched. But again, I think like his skill set would fit this team well. But at the same time, like I like Noel a lot, and he seems like he's more fit for that role. Kind of like how I was saying earlier, how Quinn Cook was the better player, but Dellavedova would be better for that third string point guard role. That's how I kind of feel about Noel and Bamba. Like, yeah, Bamba's the better player, but I might rather have Noel come off the bench because he knows his role better.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of looking at that. But yeah, I think Bamba probably not. It's less realistic, as you pointed out. I think that's a big thing that the Kings could actually pull off a trade to get him. And I think this is the case with all these trades. It'd be a little ways away and probably involve multiple teams. So maybe there'd be a way for the guys to land and not necessarily land in their lap. That's not a good way to put that, but to finagle a way to get a guy over here, I guess. But I just don't know if Bomba's as worth it. And I think you make a good point for other guys maybe being better suited for the specific role.